Hey y'all, we're back, episode 12 of the podcast. We're very excited for
Hello.
we're very excited for today's episode because we have a very special guest for today's episode. Please give your round of applause through your computer screens or wherever you are to Aspen. Welcome to the show, Aspen.
Hi. It's so nice to be here.
I'm so happy that you're here as well. We are very excited for this episode because, one, we have a very special guest, and we have also a lot to talk about. This podcast is pretty packing today. So,
This is a long time coming.
Absolutely. It has been a long time coming, and finally we're able to film it, and very excited. So,
Because we finally have another Army story today.
Heck
y'all
yeah!
constantly listening to us ramble.
No, for real though. So
we're gonna stop talking.
Yes.
We're gonna let you guys listen to Aspen.
Yes.
Take it away.
Yep.
Let us know about your Army journey.
Hi, I'm Aspen. My pronouns are they, them. It's XE and XEM. The way I kind of describe it is like if you use he, use Z, like just switch it out.
Mm-hmm.
And it just makes it easier because it's more, I want to say non-conforming to where it's like I don't feel more masculine or more feminine. It's more of like in between. And I think that's what more people, I don't say should realize, but it's like people should understand that like there's not one or the other. There's like in betweens to everything.
Right.
And I think that's like a good like say I guess to like the different pronouns and stuff like that. And yeah. But I am 24. I became an Army probably about a year ago, I think. I think November 24th is actually my 1 year. I remember that just because it's like an important date for me, I guess. But yeah, I had always heard and seen of BTS, whether it was on award shows or on YouTube videos or commercials or ads or whatnot. But I was always that person where I was like, well, what makes them different from others? And having that mindset, it's like you don't understand like in the future what could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't expect myself to be like an Army or like to like BTS as much as I do. And I think it definitely like limits you to, I don't say the possibilities, but like to what you can like or like what branches you can venture out.
Mm-hmm.
Like in music and media and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, I think what I had first gotten into, I think was Butter. I think that's the first song I had heard. And then after that, I was like, oh, this is good. Let me do my own research and try finding like, oh, like who it sings it, what else do they sing, stuff like that. So I have a very personal connection with Blue and Gray because that's the first song that I searched up.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I first heard that, I was like, oh, that's, like, I love them. Like, I don't know who they are. I need to find more about them. And I think from then, I went down the rabbit hole with me and my bank account and
Yep.
just went all in. And I'm like, okay. But, yeah, I've had some very good and, I don't say bad experiences, but definitely more challenging ones.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'd say I've had more good than bad, I think, in this whole thing.
Blue and Gray just hits so different. And
It's so good.
It is, and just hearing your story and everything like that, it's always great to hear different perspectives of how people became Army. And that's really the exciting part about this podcast. It's just seeing how, like, BTS has helped all of us, whether if it's in little, big, or any just the smaller things, or if it's like gradual, or if it just, you know, quickly happened, like how they've helped us in our lives and how we've become better as people as well. So it's always very, very exciting to hear other ARMY stories and just hearing how the Tannies have changed other people's lives and everything like that. It's beautiful.
Yeah, especially when they affected it or changed your life.
Yeah.
For everyone, it ranges from pre-debut all the way up until just yesterday. And for everybody who just discovered them yesterday, here's a hug.
Yeah.
I'm not laughing, but like,
right.
This is hitting you like a truck because
Get ready.
Yeah.
These next couple years for you, child, gonna be hard.
Yeah, I definitely didn't expect it to, especially since I've been here for like a year. I didn't expect to have like so many different things happening, like different highs and so many lows and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's wild. But I'll stick with them. I'll stay with them. That's what I joined, and I'm here in the cold, and you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, like it's hard to leave because I'm coming up on 2 years. I discovered them not long after Dynamite came out. Like, had I discovered them earlier that year, I'd have been here for episode 7 release. But I came here just before, in between the time of Dynamite and B. So that's when I had bought B. B was my first album I bought by myself.
Same.
It wasn't the first album that I got. The first album that I bought with my own money. Which is why that album is very special. The first album that I bought was, well, they were bought for me, but they were bought at the same time. Episode 7, School Love Affair.
Yeah.
Good ones.
Yeah.
Still remember my picks from both albums. School Love Affair, I got Namjoon, and Episode 7, I got Jimin.
Love that. I absolutely love that.
I know.
I was absolutely in love with both of those albums, but when I got B, it was a different feeling because I ordered it while I was at school, and I played it consistently. And to have that in my possession, knowing that I had just become a fan not long ago, and was just learning about them, and the song that made me an ARMY was on it. That's also what I treasure about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's different for everybody.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't matter when you started supporting them, as long as you just keep doing so.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I always think to myself, I always regret like not being here sooner, but I'm like, I always hear that thing where it's like, you found them when you needed them.
Yeah.
And I think that's 100% correct, because it's like, I really did need them whenever I found them, and it's like, yeah, it's correct.
Yeah, and for me too, my 2-year ARMY anniversary is coming up next month too. So, like how Simone said about B being very special, that album is also very, very special for me. Especially like during the time of, I just graduated in a pandemic from university, and as well with just all of these uncertainties of basically everything in the world. So it's just like everything was at a huge downfall. Mentally, physically, emotionally, it was all types of fucked up. But finding BTS and at a point where I really, really needed them the most. Because if I was an ARMY prior, it probably would have been like during 2018, 2019 for sure. But they'll come in, they'll filter into my life a little bit, and then they'll like back out. But then like once COVID hit, that's when it's just like it really came to me. And like they've helped me out in a lot of ways with their music, and I'm like, damn, that shit hits. That shit hits.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that album really means a lot to me, so much, because that was my first ever comeback as well with BTS, and just it's a special moment. It's forever a special moment for me, and as well with one song in particular, I broke down immediately after like hearing the song and like hearing like reading the lyrics for it and everything like that. Epiphany. When I tell you, every single time I listen to it, I bawl, because that was a song I really needed during that time. I really needed that because I really was losing myself, basically, and the song was speaking to me, and I just completely lost it entirely. And I'm like, holy shit, I actually need to get my shit together. But yeah, I really forever thank BTS, because they really helped me get out of a very, 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 very dark state that I was in. And I'll have a few more of those here and there, but like to like that extent, I really, really just thank the boys for helping me getting out of that and realizing my worth and trying to grow and evolve as a person as well in the midst of all of that too. So I'm really, really thankful for them as well. But yeah, damn, BTS, you really do that. You really do that.
You really got us, girl.
No, for real though. For real though.
Yeah.
Getting us right on together. We thank you for that.
Yes, thank you. Let me give you your flowers while you're here, yeah? Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Give them the whole meadow.
Absolutely. They damn deserve it.
Everything.
Yeah.
So now that we have gotten the wonderful flower giving and ARMY story out of the way, it is time to move on. Crazy shit.
Yeah.
That y'all hope to come here for, because we know you do. The topics of today.
Woo, child.
Alright, Denise has the list.
Shit, you're right.
Don't forget that fast, girl.
Nah, I know. Listen, I'm on the West Coast, y'all. So like, I barely just got up like 2 hours ago. So I am still in the process of waking up. So you're gonna see my crackheadness today. So, first thing.
It's on YouTube. Listen.
Not like that, YouTube. I'm wacky as fuck today. Anyways, first thing, let's talk about, considering it's coming up very quickly. Jin's Astronaut, first and foremost, please stream. Literally, when it comes out, literally, please stream. Do what you need to do. Streaming playlists, all that shit.
So much on that.
Please stream, cause we got some big competitors. Anyways, the album repackaging. We saw Jin's album packaging, which is, by the way, really fucking cool, and I really dig it. However, I'm gonna need these solos to like shut the fuck up.
No, they're coming for their necks.
She went straight for the arteries.
Yeah.
Nah, literally. Literally, when I saw half of those tweets being like, they're like bitching about it, I'm like, yo, do you realize that Jin also has a say when it comes to these creative aspects too? You get to see every single member's personality in a sense when it comes to these albums and everything like that. You know, some are out there like that, some aren't, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And just
like, problem. Let me just say the problem isn't in solos, even though y'all can be a problem sometimes. Let's just get that out the way. J-Hope solos were problem. Y'all be coming with the same argument every time somebody put out something. J-Hope solos were coming up with the argument of J-Hope's Jack in the Box album didn't look the way that it was supposed to. Jin's album looks one way, but J-Hope's album looked another way. Let me go on and gather y'all together real quick.
do it.
Come here. What is the computer? The phone, whatever you got in your hand. Before the album even dropped and everybody still got receipts, y'all band together in a good few hit tweets saying, we're not going to buy the album because it doesn't look like an actual album. Did you not? You did. We remember. Many of us remember. You said you weren't going to buy it. Literally throwing this man's hard work away before it even came out. Mind you, this album was a whole work of art.
Mm-hmm.
Top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And you weren't willing to support it because it wasn't some thick book with a photo book in it with some extra stuff. You weren't willing to support it because of that.
Who?
And maybe because it wasn't going on one or two extra charts. But you had the ability to put him on top in his home country. You had the ability to make that album come out strong everywhere else. But you chose to make sure that every other fandom talked on that man's name because you didn't get a hard copy album. You got a square. You got everything else.
Shake my damn head.
A booklet with some pictures.
Shake my damn head.
Go ahead, see this stuff right there. I mean, I don't see where there's any lies, but.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm trying to figure out what the problem was. You got your photo cards. You got his work and his beautiful album. You got everything except photo book and a booklet that you could open. You got a creative album that barely anybody does. It was something that you could hold in your hand. It opens up in a really creative way. Photo cards came out of it. The photo card holder, if you got your pre-order benefits, you literally got a gorgeous album that you just didn't want to buy because it didn't look the way that you wanted it to look. No matter how much J-Hope marketed that album, no matter how much he told you, please buy it, no matter how much he put his hard work into it, sweat and tears, if you really want to go there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how much he did for that album, you, as his solo fans that do everything for him, didn't want to buy it. Then
you dropped the ball on it.
Boom.
Why aren't y'all are over here tweeting, why aren't ARMY streaming the album? Why aren't ARMYs doing this? Buy the vinyl. Buy the album first.
Literally.
talk about vinyls, because y'all sitting here, y'all literally can scan that album and play it every single day. Y'all worry about a vinyl that no one can play in their house.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like, you literally have your phone on you 9 times out of 10. And you can listen to the album 10 out of 10 times if you have it scanned or Spotify or streamed it or whatever. And it's like, they don't even have the, I don't know if it's the audacity, but they don't even have, like, the will to do it feels like.
No. They want him to be on top without doing the physical work to put him there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get that he's one of the most followed artists on Spotify, but that was done through hard work and dedication.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't done without buying his. And he did that with another album, another mixtape that was free. We'll put in the work to get him there. But now he's giving you something that you have to buy, and all of a sudden, I don't want to.
People will just always complain and just... People will complain until it's like, they get what they want, but then they don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they get an album from Hobie, or J-Hope, or... I call him Hobie, but... you get an album from him. His dedication, his time, his effort, his grit, everything. But then the people who are like, oh, let's get it, don't get it, and then they don't stream it, and then they don't promote it, and then they're saying it's unfair that people are getting other promotions where he didn't. And it's like, no, he got those promotions, you just didn't care or pay enough attention to them.
That part.
Exactly.
That part.
Like, I think I'd seen people were like, oh, where's J-Hope's promotion schedule? Like, whenever Jin had his. And people were like, it was literally right here in front of your eyes. But, like, you find the little things to bitch and complain about that's like, why are you even doing it in the first place whenever it was equal, in a way?
Right.
Right. So he did that V-Live. He even got a spot at Lollapalooza.
Yep, that part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that not every member will probably have the privilege of getting.
Mm-hmm.
But he got. He ate that up with over, 100K people standing and watching him act?
Oh, yeah, and then everyone all over the world being able to watch it, so it's probably at least 10 million, maybe?
That's not promotion, then what is that? They're yelling at you to buy this man's album. They are yelling at you to literally listen to him, and you just don't want to because I don't like how it looks.
Yeah.
Ugh. Fuck out of here.
So,
Fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes no sense whatsoever, but...
It just makes me mad that people had to ruin a moment for Jin, knowing that soon he's going to be the first member to walk into his enlistment over an album that they chose not to buy.
Yeah. I'm not saying it hits harder, especially since he is going to enlistment, but it definitely makes it more worth it, I think, to try and at least get Jin as high as we can.
Yeah.
And I know whenever Hobie did his, I think he got very high on his. I think what was it, number 8 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And that was without promotions in quotes or whatever. But they did that was without knowing that they were going to be gone for a few years. So I think this will definitely push it harder. But I just hope that we can actually do it and maybe even get him closer to number 1.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like a lot can be done for Jin. I know there's a lot of competition, but regardless of where he is placed, we're gonna be proud of his work.
Damn right.
As people should be.
Yeah, and I was talking to my friend about that, where it's yeah, we can try getting as high as we can, but he knows we're happy with what he puts out.
Yeah.
And I think that shows a lot about artists, where it's yeah, you can put 2 to 3 albums out each year, but if you're really dedicating to your work and you're doing it to where it's it makes people happy and they could like it, then I think that matters more than the 2 to 3 albums every year or whatever.
That part, yeah. 100% agree with that.
Yeah, like yeah, that's my kind of thought. And by the way, the comment I made about the vinyl, I'm not saying don't buy the vinyls, but what you have access to is what you have access to. You have access to your phone. That's what was being thought about when they made his album into a barcode. They were essentially trying to help make him the face of that app and promote it. People were saying the quality of the app was actually really good, and they were trying to give y'all something to have, because it helped, I believe, add to the charts. It gave y'all an app to just have to just stream his album alone, without pushing it to the next album like Spotify does. They were really trying to help y'all, but y'all failed to do so because everything is about, oh well, the company does this, and this. 2 seconds, stop thinking about the company. Think about J-Hope.
That part.
Think about them. Think about the individual members of this group, and also think about the group as a whole. I am no company stand by any means. I'm thinking about these men. How they feel, what they do, and how they are going to continue to grow over the next couple of years.
Exactly.
Do the same. Stop thinking that they are some mind-controlled puppets. They are grown.
Yeah.
They are grown. They know how to say yes and no. Hobie was picking the colors for a bag. You think he can't pick the designs for his album?
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
Like, if they really wanted to just create their artist-made merch, they'd have done that and not asked for their opinion. Let's be real.
Yep.
They could just slap any old thing together for their artist-made merch and just put it out without their consent. Let's be honest.
But they took their time to create it and design it to where it makes people happy, or like makes them happy that they're able to do that.
Exactly. So why wouldn't they ask for their input when they're making their albums? They're putting out work that they're genuinely trying to sell. Putting little things in there, designs, that are special to them. Even if that album was made a certain way because of corporate to sell, then you sell the fuck out of it because it's got J-Hope's name on it. He getting the checks.
For real.
I don't give a damn where it's being, what the barcode goes to. That man gets the checks. He helped produce the album.
Yeah.
So buy it. Didn't just rap on it. It's not like, because like they explained before, you help produce something or you produce something, you get the money.
Yeah.
Buy that man album. I don't care what month it is, how long ago it came out. Keep buying that album.
I mean, it still helps them in the long run.
Yeah, that too.
Exactly. Every time we buy BTS album, like people who are just now discovering BTS and you going back all the way to the first album, did they get credit for it? They get money for it.
Big facts.
And that's what happens when your group is involved in production from day one.
Yeah.
Not shade, just saying.
And they're smart for doing that because, like you said, you do get every penny or whatever for each album bought, each stream. I think you get paid or whatever. And that definitely helps with like stuff like that. So yeah.
So just whenever you're buying these albums, push the company to the back of your mind and just think about them.
Yeah.
Think so hard about the packaging, no matter what they may look like. Just buy it. Support them. Work hard. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because I ain't trying to cuss nobody else out.
Yeah, but before we end that subject, please, like I said from the beginning of the topic, support Jin, astronaut. Yeah, please. Thank you very much.
Trust me, I bought 20 albums, so I have those on the way.
Love that.
Yeah, I bought 20 because I wanted to get all the pre-order benefits. But, like,
That's
also,
fair.
like, I wanted to send him off on a high note. So I was like, okay,
Period.
let's do this for him. Let's get him as high as we can. And I know, like, pre-orders, like, I think there was, like, a record that we were trying to break. And I think it's, like, 1.13 million pre-orders is, like, the record.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people are like, oh, let's try getting him to 1.2. And it's definitely possible. Like, if everyone gets, like, Army is so large that if everyone were to just get one album, it would help out so much. Like, I know there's people, like, there's this person I'm in a group chat in with, and I think they bought, like, 30 or 40 albums. And, like, yeah, you can do that to help Jin, but you're also helping him as an artist.
Yep.
Like, this is just a single. Like, just wait till he releases the full album.
Yep.
But yeah, stream and buy it.
Yes.
Especially since it comes out tonight.
Yes. Please.
I mean, by the time this episode comes out, it will have been out for
Oh, yeah, that's right.
days. But we hope that you guys will have been enjoying the song.
Yes.
By the time this come out.
I know I'll be listening to it all the time.
Oh, I will be too.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gathering playlists like crazy. I need to listen to it. After I listen to the snippet from Coldplay's Twitter account, I need to hear the full song. I need to hear the entire song.
I haven't
Yeah.
I haven't listened to the snippet. I haven't listened to the snippet yet because I'm like, I want to go in surprised. But I am super, super excited for Jin. Super excited for him. And then plus on top of that, performing it at Coldplay's show too in Argentina.
I know, I'm so excited to see that.
I'm so happy for him. My heart melts for yeah, please stream and everything like that. Cause but the next topic, I just want to get this out of the way and get this shit done and over with. Billboard, you're back at it again with some bullshit. That's not new.
I'm not surprised.
That's not new. I'm gonna say my 2 cents real quick and then keep it pushing on my end. If you have not seen that bullshit article, do what you will with that, but finding the next BTS, let me just say this right off the bat. No, there will never be the next BTS. There will never be the next BTS. And on top of that, trying to gather this whatever festival that they're planning, that's also a slap in the face to the other artists. And especially for that reason, let alone, that's a slap in the face. So it's a lose-lose situation. And I'm not here for it. And we know Billboard has done some fuck shit recently. Some fuck shit within the last several years.
I was gonna say 10 days, but okay.
That part, yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much.
But
yeah, and like you said, it's not even like, I mean, like you said, there's not gonna be another BTS because BTS has set their own standard.
Exactly.
To where it's like they keep on producing music and like they're so relevant that it's like there's not gonna be another one. I don't think. And if there is, it would be before like after many lifetimes.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just BTS has always been humble enough to say that they aren't like the bands that they are being compared to. When they were compared to being the Beatles of their generation, they said that they were just BTS. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a festival to team up with Billboard and to create a whole award show just to find like for you to even admit that that's the purpose of this award show to try to find the next BTS is dumb, stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Boo,
Like,
tomato, tomato,
why is
tomato.
Right, like why is that the whole purpose of this award show? It's not to award them for their hard work. It's not to showcase their talent. It's not to raise them up to be the next generation of K-pop. No.
Yeah.
It's to try to replace them and to set them up to fail with the high-ass standard that another K-pop group has set over the last decade.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry, but let's be real. It's not just about the music that they've done. It's about everything.
Mm-hmm.
From speaking at the UN multiple times, to the campaign that they've created, to getting fucking presidential envoy passports, to being given a what was it? The Merit of Culture Award.
And speaking at the White House too.
At two, like, and that just happened not that long ago. Like,
Yeah.
they've set a standard so high.
Mm-hmm.
Even creating categories and award shows just because they're present and have been.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That wasn't there before. Let's be real. Those categories were created because of them.
Yeah.
Let's be real. The standard that they have set is unbelievable. It's not just about the music. It doesn't matter how many albums these groups' fandoms order. And even if you were to surpass them in orders for albums, it doesn't make you the biggest band in South Korea. It just means y'all know how to order some albums.
Yeah.
Because when you order those albums, but then the songs don't chart properly, it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, and like you said, it's like it diminished. Like I know they're trying to find like the new BTS in quotes, but it's like we said, not only will you not find it, you're also taking away the new group's hard work, and they're diminishing their progress and the music that they do because you're trying to push them into a box that's unfillable.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, it's just not cool to do. You should let these groups be who they are and stop trying to push them into being something that they are not.
Let them make a name for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Like, it's hard to be a group that you obviously have nothing in common with. BTS have built the story from the beginning of their career and have kept it going. They're about self-love. Another group may not want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another group may be about just, you know, whatever the fuck they're about. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hard to tell sometimes to these groups. I'm not even gonna lie. No names have been said. Don't do that.
Don't cancel us.
But it also, you know, everyone's different.
Yeah.
Everyone works different. Something flashed through my brain, and I'm not gonna say what flashed through my brain. I thought about worth ethic, and some of them videos that have been circling around Twitter for the certain group.
Oh, we are not mentioning that up. No, we're not. We are not mentioning that up, because
Everyone's work ethic is very different, but everyone works hard.
Yeah. We'll say works hard with like an app.
Everyone works hard.
Yes.
Mark.
Yes. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not dragging no damn body, but if you consistently work hard, it shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was almost bad. But when you consistently work hard, it shows. And they have consistently worked hard for the past 10 years. They have grown. It reflects in their performance, and it reflects in their album sales.
Yeah. 100%.
They're all about the same. Not gonna lie, Map and Soul 7's an absolute beast.
No, for real.
Hard to beat.
Yeah.
Not just sales, but also song quality.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's why creating these shows, like, is pretty pointless. Like, because that's how I'm gonna put it. Creating this award show is like creating those K-pop categories. They're trying to separate them to make them feel better.
Mm-hmm.
It's not working.
Yeah.
It's pitiful.
Yeah.
People can be like, oh, there's a country music award, there's a Latin award. I'm like, but when those were created with actual intent. And those artists are also still put in big categories.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
K-pop artists are not.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
Yeah.
When, they give awards to people like Carrie Underwood and, Blake Shelton, etc., but they can still be nominated for things like Grammys.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Same cannot be said for these K-pop artists.
Yeah.
That's why creating this Billboard the K-Billboard K-pop whatever the fuck this shit is called, garbage. It's garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw it away. Trash.
And also the main reason why they created this is the moment they heard that BTS was on the way out, created this.
Literally.
Just wait till they get back.
Yeah.
They're gonna be stronger than ever and even better than ever.
Yeah. So Billboard can.
The moment BTS come back in 2025 and that album is announced.
Woo! Cha.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Billboard counter days.
Yeah. Yeah. I was about to say, Billboard, you might as well just take this L and shut up, please.
Yeah.
Cause
you need to do.
y'all are mad annoying. Mad annoying.
Changed up the rules to make sure that people don't win.
Yeah.
And it's interesting when you do that. You have people out here looking goofy as fuck.
No, for real.
And people are like, well, BTS hasn't charted very well. They chart as well as they can without radio hosts on their side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember there was that whole thing where it was like, what was it, in Florida or something? Where people were getting pissed off because they were requesting BTS songs and they're like, well, we're not going to play it. And I think a clip of that even got spread around on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
It was like iHeartRadio or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was some radio hosts with left and right. People were requesting it a lot, and the radio hosts were like, we had to delete the requests because we can't do anything with this.
And they're like, we even like Charlie Puth, but we don't want to keep on getting BTS requests. And it's like, well, okay then. I mean, that just shows like blatant ignorance and whatnot.
Yeah, because like, it's shameful to say, it's sad to say, but Left and Right is as popular as it is because the combination of Charlie Puth and Jungkook is really good. But had this just been a Jungkook song, while it would have still been a hit, the airplay would not have been good.
Yeah.
Charlie Puth could have sang this with anybody else, still would have been a hit. Airplay would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But Jungkook by himself, regardless of how amazing the song would have been, they wouldn't have given him the airplay he deserved.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna happen for any members of BTS.
Yeah.
No matter how much of a place they have set for themselves at this table called the industry, they always go get the least amount of food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It's disrespectful.
Yeah. Hella disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Like, they could do a song. They did a song with Benny Blanco and Snoop Dogg, a whole legend.
Yeah.
Still didn't get enough back.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, all right.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't know. I feel like just for final point on this topic, K-Awards is pointless.
Yep.
It's disrespectful, and it's a slap in the face to everybody trying to build their careers. If you want to find the
1000%
next
agree.
BTS, you're not gonna find them. You're gonna find the current BTS. The future BTS is also the current BTS, and the next BTS is also the current BTS. End of conversation.
You better spill that facts. Yes. Yes, I'm here for it. Absolutely here for it. Next thing. I know we low-key already mentioned about it in a sense, but in award shows with the K-pop categories and how it limits the other K-pop groups from competing against the other top, the top other people as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like it happens because they know that those groups will continuously win because K-pop fandoms don't play.
Yeah, no. Yeah. They really don't.
They want to limit them to just fight with each other instead of just winning continuously against everybody else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that happened with the AMAs.
Yep.
BTS were nominated for Group of the Year, or Artist of the Year. Then this year they were not.
Yeah.
They were put into a K-pop category this year, which didn't exist last year.
That's right.
That. And I was like, I didn't think it existed.
It did not, but they created that to be able to put them somewhere. While the Artist of the Year category may have attributed to sales or whatnot, okay, whatever. But where the fuck did the K-pop category come from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, I feel like they create these categories to sometimes have somewhere to put BTS and company.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry. Because, let's be real, if BTS is not in the show, more than likely the category just vanishes.
Mm-hmm. Because there's no one else to give it to, because, like we said before, they're the standard, and they always will be.
Period.
Like, they want to, not to knock these other K-pop groups, I'm not saying they're not talented, but let's be real. There have been plenty of K-pop groups in the second generation, some of which who have been talked about. For instance, Big Bang. K-pop categories didn't exist back then.
Mm-hmm.
Twice has been around for a good bit. Am I thinking about Girls' Generation? I think I'm thinking of Girls' Generation.
Girls' Generation, second gen.
Girls' Generation. Girls' Generation has been around for quite some time. K-pop categories did not exist, and they were around either.
Yeah.
And mind you, these are groups that were in the U.S. during their career.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, when BTS make it over to the U.S., they start getting nominated in these categories, and they start winning Artist of the Year or Group of the Year. All of a sudden, these K-pop categories start popping up later on in their career. Because now they start winning every year consecutively. And they don't like that anymore because now there's no room for anybody else to win.
Mm-hmm. They feel threatened.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I don't think they care as much about Group of the Year right now because there's not that many groups out there that are really competing.
Yeah.
That's not Coldplay. We love y'all.
Yes, love you,
Yeah.
Coldplay.
Stand Coldplay.
Period.
Definitely. But that's not Coldplay, but there's not many other groups that are competing with BTS right now as far as like streams or anything like that. So they
Yeah.
put them in the group category for group of the year, whatever. They don't really care about that. But as far as artist of the year, always create another category and say K-pop artist of the year. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. And
Why?
people could probably see that as like, yeah, they're doing it for BTS because they're the standard. No, it's separating them from playing and competing with the other Western artists and stuff like that. That they have to limit them and basically just put them in their own box when they're not.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like putting them in this random box with these other K-pop groups, which, to be fair, none of these other K-pop groups really deserve it either. Because, like with that show, you're limiting the potential and just degrading their names.
Yeah.
And putting them in a box that's just K-pop when they're trying to branch out into other places. It's not fair.
Yeah.
Put them in these other categories, regardless of whether they're fan voted or not. Sometimes these shows just pick whoever they want to win.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
In some instances, actually in a lot of instances, the person that they choose does not deserve it.
Yeah.
I'ma just leave that up in the air. I'm not gonna give an example. I'm not gonna say for what.
We're not gonna name drop.
What?
So we're not gonna name drop. We're just
No.
gonna leave it.
Yep.
Leave it there.
I'm gonna say for what. I'm just gonna say that certain songs and or artists that get picked, it does not make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But let me also just say, a certain album that just dropped, and I believe September, so that was last month.
Mm-hmm.
A certain K-pop group, 2 songs hit the number 1 and 2 spot. And all these award shows. Who's not in most of these categories? Whose songs ain't up for Song of the Year? Exactly.
Yeah.
Not putting this group in these categories.
Nope.
And they are treating them different. I should raise some questions.
Yeah. Open some eyes.
Yeah.
Y'all sitting here running y'all mouth about everybody else.
Yeah.
You should not. More reason than one, but that's the main one. We don't leave it there.
Yeah.
I don't dislike them, but we gonna keep it classy.
Keep it cute.
We should. Bend and snap.
Literally, my reaction when I saw like the AMA's like nominations and just seeing that category, it literally reminded me of the SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob was trying to do some stand-up comedy, and the guy in the audience was like, "Oh, bro, this guy stinks." That's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's genuinely how I feel. These award shows are pissing me off, like,
I know.
ridiculously. And I'm just like, yo. Unless if, like, I'm like, if BTS is on my screen, that's the only time I watch. Other than that,
Oh yeah.
non-existent. Crickets.
Like back in the Grammys or whatever. Like I remember, like I only watched it just to watch BTS perform.
Yeah, same.
And it's like I think that's what like 99% of the world did, because at this point it's like the Grammys already know that they're rigged, and like certain award shows know that they're rigged.
Yeah.
But it's like we can always hope and whatnot, but it's always like, well, we're always gonna get let down because of Grammys doesn't appreciate or value BTS as much as they should, I don't think. and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they truly don't.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking scammies. Anyway.
Yeah, nah, for real. Like, I really need to talk about this whole diversity committee, because, like, how diverse really is it if you're not willing to listen to a song by a Korean group unless it's in English?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because how hand you the B album, I'm like 2 seconds. I just need to defend the B album one more time.
No, literally. If y'all have been
Sorry.
recent or like consistent viewers, you know me and Simone, when it comes to B, we stand up for her. We stand up for her.
Really
I mean, she's a good album.
Right?
You defended this album like 62,000 times, and I'm gonna do it one more time. Just
Yeah.
one more time. They handed you the B album for Grammy. I swear they put this in for Grammy nomination consideration. I swear they did. They better have. I'm fighting the air right now, but I don't care. Hand that album in for consideration. But even then,
Yeah.
that album is gorgeous. Like,
It's like gold.
just not gonna give consideration to an album like that with songs like Blue and Gray, IZ's, like we just skip her, like
Yeah.
just get charted, and you can do that. You deserve everything.
Yeah.
Deserve everything.
Yeah, she's a good album.
Like, how do you skip that album? How do you not consider that album? Because Proof was the last album that they put out. I don't know if it can be considered.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's an anthology album. If it can be, submit that bitch. I do not care. Submit her. Because
Yeah.
she art wrapped in this big ass packaging that cost me $70.
I know. It's crazy. Did you get the Proof Collector's Edition?
I did not. My bank account was not gonna allow that. My
No,
mother
same.
also was not gonna allow that.
Oh, that's, yeah.
I wanted to so bad. My friend got it though.
You know what I do? I use PayPal. Like, they have like a payment plan thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I use that for like 99% of the stuff I get. It just makes it easier and it's cheaper in that moment.
That is true.
I should start doing that. But I also, my job is only part-time at the moment, so I need a full-time job before I start jumping ship. But the moment I get my first full-time job, I'm gonna lose my damn mind.
It's over.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna start just buying shit.
You might as well just send those paychecks to Hybe.
Pretty much, I'm gonna be like, so I'm gonna just give you this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get me all the Hybe artist-made merch that y'all hiding in the back closet.
No, for real.
No, damn well.
No, for
I
real.
was so hoping there's a fourth one. I know I tried like all three or whatever, but I was really hoping there was like a fourth one coming up soon. But
I couldn't even get any because like I was on a money I'm on money hold and I can't buy shit, and I'm like, damn, it sucked because seeing all my mutes getting shit, and I'm like, I couldn't get any.
yeah, I just started my full-time job, so I luckily had money. And I was just going all out. Like, I was just like, okay, I'll take one of those. And like, I remember like it was like a bloodshed when Tay's bag came out. Like,
yeah, I
it sold out
heard
in
about that.
a minute, I think.
Damn.
Yeah.
Almost got the fish chime.
I wanted that so bad.
Hesitated.
I tried all 3 times, but when I went to hit pay or whatever, it said sold out. I was like, oh, great.
I hesitated once, and it was fun. I regret everything in life. That's the one thing in life I regret. I regret nothing.
It was interesting, to say the least.
I'm just sad.
Yeah.
But I'll be alright. I'm
But
working on me for a lot of shit. I
mhm.
don't care. I don't care.
But
I mean, I'm
right. Um but yeah, with like you said with the K-pop, like the categories and shit. Yeah, these wardrobes need to like hang it up at this rate because I'm getting sick and tired of them. But the last thing we're gonna mention as well, the Busan Expo.
It had some good moments, and then there was some behind the scene garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say, Weverse, you ain't shit. I just want to say that right now. Like, you ain't shit. Never, you never now. You right behind them, cause y'all all crashed at the same time.
Thank God for that one Twitch person who streamed it and we were able to watch it.
Yeah, there were a few Twitch accounts, and I was on there. I missed Butterfly and 0 o'clock because y'all was fucking out.
I missed those too. I was so upset.
So mad. I had to wait for the replay past and to watch it. I sobbed. It was beautiful.
Oh, I was mad during the replay because I couldn't see the show through Weverse because I had something to do the next day and I couldn't stay up. But I tried to watch the replay. Literally the second the boys came out and they were about to perform mic drop, it froze on me. And I'm like, are you actually kidding me?
Oh no.
Are you actually kidding me? And I'm like, I'm not gonna have the audacity to try to fix this shit because I'm gonna get mad. So I still haven't seen the full entire thing, and it pisses me off.
I'll have to send you. I found a link where like you can download the whole concert.
Oh, say.
I'll have to find it and see if I can send it to the.
Please do.
I will. I got you.
Thank you.
We're both downloading it.
I go on my phone. It's like an hour and 40 something minutes and like 2 gigabyte storage, and I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But yeah, also like on the Weverse too. Literally, I saw some people like, can y'all stop fucking commenting? Because that's gonna be part of the goddamn lag, and people just would not shut the hell up. And I'm like, bruh.
And the people are like, stop commenting. No, you're adding to it. Just go on Twitter and just be like, can just people stop or something?
No, I literally
don't add to it.
I literally added on my Twitter. I said, can these people on Weverse just shut the fuck up, please? Like, I get it, you're excited. We're excited too, but like, we don't want this shit to lag.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, everyone. All I saw was like, oh my god, Jimin, Jungkook. Oh my god, Tae. Oh my god, Yoongi. Oh my god, Choki. I don't know.
Jeremy, yeah.
Like, can y'all like, I'm just like, can y'all chill? Like, you keep commenting, you're not gonna see any of them at all.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, it just froze, and I'm like, please.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very eventful that night, but I mean, for what it was good. Like, obviously they put on a good show.
Oh yeah.
But like, it was good to see them because, like, I guess at that time we technically didn't know that they were going to the military.
Yeah.
So I bet watching like the replay, I didn't watch the replay, but I bet watching it was even harder, especially since knowing that news. Because I know, like, I was very emotional, like, whenever, like, even when the concert ended, like, I was like, oh, like, this is, like, the last time that they might perform for a bit, and it's, like, that was, like, before the military news.
Yeah.
And then whenever I found that out, I was like, oh, like, I broke down. It was, like, 3 a.m., I was crying, and I went to, like, 7 a.m., and I was like, okay, I'm a little tired, I'm gonna go to bed. And I haven't like broke down that much, but like, yeah, like, it was nice to see that they were able to perform. Like you said, the behind the scenes was a little ass, but not a little, a lot of ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was especially like the whole funding part. Like, why wouldn't you want to fund it and put your name out there and be like, yeah, we were a part of this or whatever.
Yeah.
And we put the money towards it to make them have this concert that's free that people could watch if Weverse didn't fuck up, but for the most part, yeah.
Exactly. Like, it was hard to watch the second time after the enlistment, because I did sit down and watch it. Originally, I wasn't going to.
Yeah.
I knew that I hadn't seen parts of it. And sitting down and watching two of their most emotional songs, and then listening to what was it? Young Forever, and then For Youth. First of all, I want to fuck. Put that back to back on the set list, because
that hurts so hard.
I got words for you. I got words for you.
Yeah.
What's your problem?
Goddamn.
Like, I get it. I get it, but I also didn't, like, my heart was hurting already, because they had earlier list, they had, like, I think 0 o'clock and then Butterfly.
Wow.
Golly, like, can y'all chill out? Like, I'm trying to breathe. I can't.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to do. But then, like, after Butterfly, there was, like, the rap line came out. I'm like, I'm still crying. Like, you can't. You gotta stop. Like, I gotta breathe.
I can't do this.
And
yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how many songs they retired that night. Because they said something about along the lines of they were retiring some songs. They wouldn't be doing them anymore. I know Cypher Part 3 got retired.
I was gonna say, I think I heard that. I wasn't sure what other ones, but I knew that for sure.
That broke my heart. They retiring OG, a legend, a fuck you song. Like, ooh, like, that was hard. That was hard. But they went in, and it was crazy. Like, it genuinely put on a show. And they should be proud of what they did.
Yeah.
It was sad to know that they were essentially being used.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Like, they had something being held over their heads, and they had to make a decision they made themselves. And I'm proud of them for making the decision on their own. It's just hard to hear.
Yeah.
You know, as an army who's been here for a short amount of time, it's hard for me to hear. I can only imagine how hard it is for people who have been here for years. Like, 3-day years.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people understand this has been a long time coming. Was going to happen. But you wish that it didn't have to happen.
Yeah. And like I said, I think that's why this being my first year, I think this hits harder.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get that time. I didn't get that. Like, back in June, whenever they had, like, the Festa dinner or whatever, I remember hearing them talk about it, like, oh, like, there's, like, going to be a video out or something, I think. And we never got it, so I was like, oh, like, what's going on? But, like, even back then, like, I knew, like, it was going to happen, but hearing it happen, I'm proud for them, or proud of them for making their own decision and not having the government influence their decision.
Yep.
But it also, like, hurts because all the times when I could have gone to Las Vegas, PTD Las Vegas or whatever, and I was like, well, I'll wait till the next one. And I kind of wish I didn't, but then I'm like, well, I know whenever they come back in 2025, I know it's going to be as electric as ever. It's going to be as good as ever. It's just going to be so many good things.
Yeah. Like,
Right.
I know my ass was up bright and early at fucking 1 a.m. when I got it, and I was just like, oh. Like, it felt weird for me because I didn't cry. But at the same time, I was just like, oh, damn. I was like, God damn. But at the same time, too, I was thinking in the back of my head, though, I was just like, I get to save. So yay,
Yeah.
love that. But at the same time too, it's just like I knew it was gonna happen. I didn't expect it this soon, but I knew it was gonna happen. And I was a little bit more happier with the fact that this conversation of it is done. Because it got fucking annoying as shit. So it's just like, I'm glad that they made that decision themselves.
Mm-hmm.
More than anything. Because, shit, I would have just got annoyed as well. I mean, like, can I just go on my own damn time for fuck's sake? Shit. Like,
yeah.
So it's just like I'm more relieved, if anything, that this is nit in the butt and we're done with that conversation and everything like that. I know I am gonna be sad as well when they do, go for enlistment and everything like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time too, I think it's for me. I also experienced this literally like less than like I want to say 6 months into getting into like the realm of K-pop too, because I witnessed another idol that I really really like as well leaving for enlistment as well, and that was rough. That was really rough. Like I was crying basically. Like it was rough. And so I'm like I feel a little more better when it comes to like seeing like other like idols I also like if they when they do go for enlistment and everything like that. So I'm feeling a little bit more on the chipper side of things, but I know I'm just like damn.
Yeah.
Like goddamn.
It's good that they did it now rather than later or even sooner. Like I think now like they're in like their time where they know what they're doing in a way.
Yeah.
And it's like it just works out well.
Exactly. And then plus thinking about it, 2025, that's not as long as I thought,
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, we're almost done with 2022. We're getting close to the end of 2022. And then we have literally like 2023, 2024, and then 2025. We don't know when in 2025 they're going to be back. That was never specified. But, I'm just like, let me get my shit together. Let me make sure I'm making that good enough moolah first. Because your girl's trying to get barricade. Your girl's trying to get barricade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody got to move the fuck out the way. I'm going.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the only bad thing, I guess, is like there's like 2 years or whatever of like people finding them and joining them, and like Army or whatever. So it's gonna be hard to be like, like for tickets. I feel like it was hard before, but I feel like it's gonna be even harder whenever they come back.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm ready to fight some people.
Ooh, same.
I'm ready to end lives. So
yeah.
Period. I'm ready to go for next. Next.
Who knows? Maybe we might get a little cleanse as well.
That'd be nice.
Started that already.
Good.
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 I started walking the fuck out. You start seeing true colors when artists start making decisions for themselves and somewhat taking care of themselves. You really start seeing who people are.
Yeah. Even whenever they said they were doing like solo activities, like I've seen people like not hate them, but like leave the fandom because they're like, well, I only like you when you're together. Like there's like those solos out there that are like they only support certain people. And even like whenever they were a group, like I remember, I know like this is like an unpopular opinion, but like I know like Jungkook and like the marketing line, I know they're like the most biased.
Yeah.
And it's like me as like a Namjoon bias, it's kind of hard to like it just I don't know to me it's like mistreatment, I guess.
Yeah.
Of like the fans, but
yeah, I mean everyone has their bias and kind of you can kind of see based on I guess Instagram is a good way to put it. But I also feel like Instagram is more of a, oh, he's pretty, let me follow him. Not
Yeah.
everyone who follows them on Instagram can genuinely tell you they're a supporter of him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I do believe that a good genuine support can be evenly spread amongst these boys.
Yep.
Mhm.
They are older than me. The only one that's the same age as me is Jungkook.
Same.
But I do believe that people can genuinely appreciate all of them, especially for different reasons.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
that sometimes people tend to favor the younger ones a bit more. Yeah, because some people may not be as into hip-hop, or some people just may like the dancing of the younger ones, or
Mhm.
just the voices of them. But Jin's voice is very unique and very beautiful.
Yeah.
And his lyrics are very interesting, especially when you hear the differences between Epiphany and Moon.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
really have to listen to him as a person
Absolutely.
to get his vibe. But I genuinely just adore all of them. Even
Yeah.
though I have a crazy bias for Namjoon, he was just the first person that I biased when I walked in here. Just because he's a very intelligent person, and listening to how he puts his lyrics together has
Yeah.
always been interesting to me.
Yeah.
Even though, like, my grades in college was looking like stairs. I am not dumb. It's just math was not me.
Ooh, I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Math is a struggle for everyone.
I tried. I got the degree.
That's what counts.
I still got that C average.
Yeah,
I was cool with it though.
You got that degree. That still counts.
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like some people that tend to like their stuff on Instagram tend to dislike them because of how they look sometimes. And don't want to get to know them because some people fall into the solo realm and have no clue about who they are.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just fed, and that could be said for any of the guys' solo fan base.
Yep.
Falling into what you're being force fed, and you shouldn't do that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Don't stand them just because they look good. Don't stand them just because you think they're being mistreated. Don't stand them just because, look into who they are as a group, as individuals. Understand them. Because if you are following V on Instagram and you can't tell me now one of his songs,
shake my head.
you gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta go. I'm sorry. Like, you can't tell me nothing about him. What's his dog's name? Oh, you can't tell me? Oop.
Yeah.
The door is that way.
Yeah.
Like, that's the number one question I'm gonna ask you. What's his name? If you can't tell me it's your Tanny, if you can't tell me Tanny's name, you gotta go. You got to go.
And that's basic knowledge. That's like something that I feel like everyone should know at least.
Mm-hmm.
Right. If you've done your research and you've genuinely gotten to know just the basics of who they are and where they've come from, you should have no problems answering some questions.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why I don't want to say love, but like that's why I feel like Jen is my bias, because he's very, I don't say emotional, but he puts thought into everything. And I know they all do, but him being the oldest, I feel like I relate to him the most.
Mm-hmm.
Despite being like younger than Jungkook, like I'm like a year younger, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just relate to Jin, and I love everything he does, and what he stands for, I guess.
Yeah.
Just as a person.
Yeah, I agree. And like with because bias change every other business day or shit. But
Yeah.
my alts 3 are Namjoon, Jin, and Jungkook. And you said it perfectly as well with Jin as well, and that's why I really, really, really love. I really love him as well, and as well with in his solo songs too. The lyrics for it, I'm like, it's the way that I can relate, and this is scary. This is scary. Hello. Yeah. Are you speaking to me?
I know. Yeah.
Right.
So it's just like,
yeah.
There's that aspect, and then of course, like with Namjoon and just the way that his brain works, I need to know how, how, and plus,
I wish I had his brain.
Honestly, and then him just admiring art too, and everything like that, and coming from someone who grew up with the arts, I'm like, yes, someone actually appreciating the arts for what it is, and I'm Christ. And then with like Jungkook as well too, it's just the love that he gives out too, but also his little antics and him being a goddamn menace. I relate to that on so many fucking levels. Like genuinely, just some of the random shit he does, I'm like literally same, absolute fucking same. So it's just
I was watching like Run BTS and whatever because I had just started. Like I said, I've only been here for like a year, so I was like watching everything.
Right.
And half the stuff he does in there is like, what sane person would do that?
Literally.
For real.
Like, it's just crazy. Like what he does, and I mean, he's the youngest, so like obviously you kind of expect that, but it's also like, why?
Literally, I know I saw one of his view lives that had me fucking dying because he broke his phone and then he had tape all over it. I'm like, boy, you have enough money to get your ass a new goddamn phone. Like, I'm weak. That had me dead. I was like, that's something I would honestly do. Honestly, there's like certain limits like that where I'm just like, yeah, I can see myself doing that shit. But then like with the other members too, Tay and his ass gets me every single fucking time. Cause there'd be some shit that he'd be doing and I'm just like, sir, are you okay? But then as well, like that goes for like every single member too. Like there's just too much to describe. What I love about the members and all of it is mainly the same too. But I'm just like, how can I put this? People, do your research.
Exactly.
Do your research. But seeing, however, going back to Busan as well, seeing the choreo for Run BTS, goddamn. Yeah.
Took me out. As soon as I heard it start playing, it took me to heaven.
Yeah.
It took me to heaven and back. I went to church. And I went to Black people church. Like I felt like I was going up and down the aisle.
Yup.
And saw everything. And I almost fell out my bed, got back up, screamed, fell out, came back. I don't know what I was doing, but I was doing everything at the same time.
Boy.
It was magical. It ate up every K-pop performance. I don't care.
There it is. Yep.
Motherfuckers was gliding on air. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't even know how they was doing it, but they was doing it.
I wish I was that agile.
And jumping jacks
That's the extent of what I know.
They literally inspire me to be a better dancer because I do dance and everything like that. And I'm like, seeing their performances, I'm just like, listen, I need to embody what they have.
Yeah.
And embody that into my fucking brain. Cause like, I'm like, I know obviously it's off topic and I don't know if I really talked about it, but when I went to see them in LA, and that was my first BTS concert ever basically, and seeing them perform in the way that they dance in real life blew me the fuck away. Blew me away.
Like, we can watch videos on Twitter, but I feel like seeing it in real life is like...
It's
like magic.
It really is. It's ethereal, honestly. And seeing Black Swan perform...
Oh, I can only imagine.
Goosebumps. Like, I had no words. Like, I couldn't even form a fucking sentence.
Yeah.
It was
I did the same way.
so beautiful live. Holy shit. I'm like... I aspire to dance that elegantly, but also in that sense, like, you know, how they are when it comes to rehearsals and stuff like that. Like, I really need to embody that because, like, they really, really inspire me to get back out there and, like, when it comes to my dancing and really being more confident about it and everything like that. But just witnessing that in real life, that was just breathtaking for me. Yeah, honestly.
I bet. I want to see that one day.
And I really hope that you do. I really hope that you do, because I hope that for you and Simone, because holy shit. Like, honestly, out of all the concerts that I've been to, they topped it immediately.
Yeah.
They topped it 100%. One of the best concerts. Genuinely. So I really hope that you two get to really experience that in person and everything like that. Because their shows, it can get you wanting to twerk, throw that ass in a circle, to wanting to cry.
Oh my god.
In a split second. And then back to that again. Like, it's a roller coaster. And I would do anything to relive that again. So I really hope for you guys get to experience that. Hopefully. When they come back in 2025. And everything like that. So, wanted to share that as well. Yeah.
And I have thousands of dollars saved, and I can go to multiple tour spots or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I need to experience Black Swan with my very eyes.
Yeah.
And just pass out and live.
Yeah, I was blacked out a good half of that LA concert, basically. Literally blacked the fuck out. Even whatchamacallit, and I'm gonna say this one more before we end the episode. Even with Telepathy, I have not been able to listen to that the same. Especially after the LA concert, because of my seats. And where I was at, I still barely remember, because where I was sitting, I was like in the 100th section, but I was in the first row. And so I didn't know they were going to come on the carts. And seeing them up close. Yeah, seeing them up close like that, I was blacked out. I was blacked out. Like, seeing them, it was just ethereal entirely. Like, holy shit. Like, that was something. And I'm still blacked out from it.
I always hear seeing pictures of them isn't enough. Like, once you see them in real life, like, it's like,
yes,
the pictures do nothing.
Yeah, the pictures do not do shit at all. Pictures do not do shit. Whew, wow. That, I could go on and on and on and on, but I will literally save that for my own YouTube channel. But
welcome to my 2-hour-long video.
No, honestly, welcome to my 2-hour-long video. But yeah, I really hope you guys get to see that in person and just, experience all of that, because goddamn, it's ethereal. But as we're wrapping up this amazing episode that we've had today, wanting to give a big special thanks to Aspen for being on the show and being our guest. We really, truly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I loved being on here. I know, like I said, I know it's been a long time making.
Yes.
And now that we finally did it, it's so nice to do it.
I know. It feels great. Feels great. And so what we do at the end of every episode is, you know, we talk about a song that's been hitting different for you recently. So I already have mine, and I kind of want to just get it out of the way. I know that we mentioned the performance, like the choreo for it. Run BTS. That's been hitting very different recently. Very, very different. And I was just like, it's the way that I was listening to as well, like the music production as well in the song. It made me lose my goddamn shit. Made me lose my goddamn shit. And just the whole vibe of it all. Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Run BTS for me is that bitch. Will forever be that bitch. Will ever be that. Yeah, a masterpiece. Chef's kiss. Wow. Immaculate art. Like, they really put they asses in that song. Like, I'm literally, I'd be sipping water for that shit, cause goddamn. But literally, that song gets me in the mood. I'm like, I need this song for a workout, everything like that, and especially the anniversary, right and beautiful. I said, listen, don't make me, don't hype me up like that. Don't hype me up like that. Don't make me go delusional. But yeah, for me, it's Run BTS. I'm gonna shut my mouth.
It is. Let me see. Let me search brain cabinets really quick.
It's like that SpongeBob episode where he's trying to go into the filing cabinets in his brain, and he's like, "Which one do I pick?" Or whatever it is. It's like, and then at the end, it's like all chaos and everything.
Absolutely.
It's exactly what it is. It's chaos in here 24/7.
It really is.
Technically, I have two.
Go for it.
The only reason why they've been on my brain and why it's consistently. Well, one was in the Busan Expo. The other one I just randomly been listening to.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is My City.
Ooh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, woo! They put out a show with that one. And
yeah.
Like, listen, I was like, okay, wait a minute.
Right.
But it is today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was enjoying. I love that song. I absolutely love that song. They really get after the performance, and they really song eats for me. The second one, I really love watching their past performance with this one. Jump.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely love. It's got such a hip hop feel to it.
It really does.
It's insane, and also you got Tay's iconic.
Absolutely.
Verse
Absolutely.
in that song, like.
Yeah.
I've been listening to those two songs consistently, and they've just been like on my mind. But those are my two.
Absolutely.
I fucking love it. I fucking love those two songs.
Yeah.
Aspen, what's been on your mind?
I definitely have two as well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I really love Just One Day.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Whenever I see people like say like, oh, like whenever they didn't include it into the proof album or whatever, I was like kind of upset because I was like, oh, that song is really good.
Oh, I
But-
thought the same.
Such a classic, honestly.
Like it's so good, and I don't know what they put into it, but it's just like it's phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
And then the second one is probably Cypher Part 3, because that's the first
Yeah.
time I'd seen it live was the Busan Expo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, oh, like that's like really good, and it shows like how well the rap line can really work together. Like I knew that they could work together, but that just like it makes it so much better.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I think I have another one too. Now I'm thinking about it. GG. Good to know. Good. Thank you, brain, for kind of working today. Shit. The other one I thought about was Ugh.
Oh yeah.
That's my shit. That's my.
That line song.
Oh, that's been my shit. That's always been my shit since I heard it. But wow,
Yeah.
did that they really popped off with that one, and I'm like, y'all didn't have to go that damn hard, but y'all did.
Nah, for real. They really put their foot in that performance when they did in Cypher Part 3.
Yeah,
There was some attitude in there.
no, for real.
I just loved about it. Part of me kind of wishes they just slid Dang in there real quick. Cause I'd have been like,
No,
you know what?
listen. The day that Dang gets on Spotify, I will be rejoicing. Okay, I'm gonna be rejoicing.
Spotify on 24/7 if they put Dang on there. I'm telling you, we'll never stop playing it.
Yeah. But that is the end of this episode. We hope you guys enjoyed the chaos that happened in this episode.
I knew it. I knew that was gonna be said.
Yeah.
The show's always a mess.
It really is.
Oh.
But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up. Comment down your thoughts. Keep it respectful. Keep it cute. Any form of disrespect, hatred of any sort will be blocked. We're not tolerating that shit. Once again, thank you, Aspen, for joining this episode. We really enjoyed having you on. It was such a blast.
Yeah, it was. I loved it.
And make sure you guys follow our Twitter. Our link tree will be in the description below. Our Twitter is there. The link of the channel obviously is there, and as well, if you want to be a guest on the podcast, the forum is also linked as well in the link tree. So all of that will be in the description below, and we cannot wait to come back with you for another episode. But until then, just keep following our social medias to keep updated. When we'll keep you guys updated on new episode, or when is it coming out, or when we're filming, etc., etc. But until then, we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.